everybody.
How you doing?
Welcome back to Vintage and Vino.
Cheers.
Cheers. Got your glass of wine? We've got our glass of wine. I have Pinot Grigio. It's my favorite.
I have the sweet white Zinfandel again.
Again, yeah.
And we have a whole bunch of stuff.
A whole bunch of vintage to show you. We went out this weekend to a couple of different places. And we went someplace we'd never been before. We did do a shopping video on it, so yay!
Yeah.
So let's get to it and see what we've got.
Jump right in because there's a lot of stuff here.
There's two places. Yeah.
Let's get this big stuff out of the way first.
Okay. This is hard to show.
Yeah, this is really hard to show. I'm gonna
It is an Afghan.
Just pick up like.
And if you look, where is that part right here. I don't know how to do this, but this looks hard to me. See that little circly thing right there? That looks difficult. I don't know if it is. But anyway, it's red and gray and it's really good condition. So I picked it up because it's good colors and it looks like a really tough thing to do to me. So,
and it's big. It's huge.
No, it's a lap. It's a lap one.
It looks bigger than a lap.
No, I took the measurements, but I don't. It's not as big as you'd think.
No,
because it does feel like it when you're holding it like this.
If it's a lap, then it's probably about 4 foot by 5 foot, something like that.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Next, we have...
This is fun.
It's called a saw box. And a lot of times...
No, a bandsaw.
Bandsaw box, okay? Because
of
all the swirly cuts and everything and all that kind of stuff. I've seen these with handles on them. This one doesn't have handles, and it was designed that way because in the back, it has what they call relief holes, which you can you can reach in the back of it and push them out. See? I'll push this one out. And then once you push it out,
it's cool because it's lined. It's lined with like a felt.
Yeah.
Somebody did a really good job on this, and it said, it obviously says 50. I have a little trouble with this.
You got it right.
Okay. Anyway, it says 50. Now, this could be anything. This could be because you're decorating in mid-century. This could be because you're 50. This could be because you have a 50th anniversary. I mean, there are just a plethora of fun things to have this for. And it takes a lot of talent to make one of these, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It takes a lot of talent. But, you take the bandsaw and you just cut out these swirls. Well, now what you've done is you've created the faceplates for the drawers as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's all like one piece, but these are really, really cool. I think they're really, really neat. And like I said, they're, like Jerry said, they're lined with felt. And it's very pretty. Not hard, not any scratches on it really per se, and it's in great shape, so make a neat little set on the dresser or something box. Like that. Put some jewelry in,
coins.
Even a man, it would be just about right for a man. He could put his watches in there, put his tie pins, his
or if you're a pot smoker, it's a good stash box.
Oh, for God's sake. This is a Toyo vase. Okay? We've got another one that's black.
Yeah, and it's shaped a little different.
But
still very modern, modernistic, modernism.
What era would you say it came from? Maybe 60s, 70s?
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know
either.
Except
really.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a nice shape. It's, it's in good shape.
To me, these styles... It could be from modern now, modern mid-century. If you're decorating mid-century, here you go. If you're decorating modern today, here you go. So it's kind of perfect for both.
Yeah.
Even what's the word I'm looking? I don't remember. But it would look great on a shelf with some flowers or a plant. And you can plant in them. I mean, you could put something in there.
Sure you could.
When we picked it up, it had a lot of ugly dried flowers.
Real ugly ones.
But that's the trick. Always look at the dried flower vases because they hide some of the best vases. with the dried flowers.
This next one, I was really excited when I found this and picked it up. Mainly because it's not that it's really that unusual, as much as it's just in great shape, and you don't really see a lot of them. I think it's probably from the 60s, 70s.
Well, I think because it's brown. You know,
Yeah.
you remember. Come on, think.
No, I don't.
The 60s and the early 70s, everything was color. Everything was like orange and yellow and bright greens and that kind of color. But got into the mid and late 70s, and all of a sudden, everything was brown. I don't know why. Everything was brown. So I think that's probably, if I were to guess. And this is a Thermos brand.
I was just gonna say that it's Thermos brand, and it's got the glass liner in it.
And they don't do that anymore, do
The
they?
liner isn't cracked.
Do they do that still?
I don't think
The
they
glass?
do. I don't think they do. It would hold coffee and keep coffee
He wanted to
hot
keep it
for a long
so
time.
we would have fresh coffee for visitors and stuff.
Because we just have one little tin
Small.
cup pot thing, and it's
Yeah.
like, that's not enough. That pours about 4 or 5 cups of coffee, and
Yeah,
that's
we
it.
gave up on the Keurigs because they kept breaking down on us.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
anyway, yeah. Okay. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
It's a box, and it is lined with
And
felt.
it's an old box. Is it felt or velvet? I think it's velvet.
What's the difference?
Really?
It's no, it's not velvet. It's
No?
not thick enough or soft enough to be velvet.
Okay, well, I don't think it's velvet. I mean, I don't think it's felt. But anyway, it's soft and it's navy blue.
And look
fabric.
at the inlay on that.
Is this pyrography?
I have no idea.
I think it is. I think it's pyrography. But the box feels like it's composite, almost cardboard, right?
Yeah.
But if you look right here, it looks like it might be composite. Because it's not as sturdy as wood, but it's not as flimsy as cardboard.
You know what it feels like? It feels like the same type of material that they would make jewelry boxes out of.
What jewelry box?
The fancy ones that
where
that
they
you buy.
covered the vinyl. They covered them with vinyl, though.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
But
I think
yeah,
it's
but
composite.
I just think that this is so cool because this is kind of 3D. It's textured, you know. This emblem on the front.
Somebody is really going to like this. Now, take a really close look at this because this has the oddest thing I've ever seen. And when I first started researching this, I found nothing, first of all. But there's like a man's face on the back of his backpack. Do you see it?
Close.
Like,
Autumn,
can
do
you
a
get it
close-up
closer?
on that right there.
Yeah, maybe Autumn could get a man with a like really long nose on the back of this backpack. Does that mean something? It's also got some Chinese writing. Is it here or over here? It's on the bottom.
It's right here on the
some
edge.
Chinese writing right here.
Right on the rounded
It's
edge.
just one of the coolest things that I think I've ever found. And I love, we like to find the unusual.
So if you can, read, I don't know, Mandarin or Chinese
or whatever it is,
whatever
let us know what it
Let us
says.
know what that says. I have
And maybe
no
you
idea.
know what the face on the back of the backpack is, because it
Yeah,
almost
what
looks
that
like Beavis and
indicates.
Butthead or something.
Well, I've seen this face in pictures and other places.
Have you?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
I gotta know more
I
about
think
this.
it has a meaning, but I'm not real sure.
If
what
you
the
know
meaning
anything
is.
about this, this is just cool. This is just cool.
That's just the
But I
coolest
can't
thing.
even sell it until we don't know anything about it, and
Might
we've
be
looked.
worth thousands.
Oh, sure. This is our ticket to retirement right here.
This was Jerry's find, and I don't think so. But it's a salt and pepper shaker. She did look them up, and she did find that even though they're different patterns, they are a set.
Pioneer Woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're Pioneer Woman.
They
Both of
still
them.
sell them at Walmart, from what I can tell. So really, I liked them. That's why I picked them up, because I liked them.
Yeah.
I like things that don't match. I'm just weird that way.
She just sold, I don't know, on a previous video, you may have seen it, or
Yeah.
you may see it later, but she bought 4 coffee mugs that had owls on them that didn't even come close to matching.
They came close. They had owls,
Three of
and they
them
were
were the
gray
same color,
and blue.
same-ish color.
Okay.
And they were gray, and
They were made in Japan. They were
all had
odagiri.
owls on them. Some of them were odagiri, but she sold that mix match set. I think for
Within a couple of days of listing it.
$29 or something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah. So
I thought when she bought them, I didn't
that's
say
just
anything.
because I like things that don't match.
I know. When she bought them, I didn't say anything, but I was thinking, oh my God, we're going to have these till we die.
Now, what
And we
these
sold
have
them
in
within a
common,
week.
see, Pioneer Woman knew what she was doing. They're flowers, they're salt and pepper shakers, and they both have a little bit of red. And that's what they have in common. Oh, and the size, of course, in the hand.
Yeah, the shape. They're
The
exactly
shape,
the same
yeah.
shape.
So that's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage always makes fun of the blue bow goose. But let me tell you, it's coming back.
Yeah, this, we have
It's the 80s.
we have somewhat of a set. It's 4 dinner plates, 3 salad dishes. They're all the same pattern. And we have, is it 5 of the cups? 5 of the mugs?
5 of the
Coffee
mugs. I don't know if you're going
All
to be able
matched.
to reach them.
Yeah.
They're way over there. Yeah.
And they're all made by a company called Arco Pal France.
That would be the big reason we picked these.
That would be the main reason we picked them up. If they were just, like Walmart
Blue Bow Goose.
we wouldn't have got them. But because they were Arco Pal France, they have some value. We'll probably, Jerry says she'll probably sell them individually.
They feel like Crewel. When I first picked them up, I thought for sure they were Crewel. They're thin and they just feel like if you threw them on the floor, they wouldn't break. But they
Let's try.
No, let's not. Let's not. But they're fun. They're just fun. And they're 1980s and they're Arco Pal France. So we bought them because they're collectible. And the 80s are coming back, people. I know you're excited about it,
Guaranteed.
especially if you're young. Can you grab some of those mugs?
The cups, the mugs are over there, and I will. What? Oh yeah. There. Why did you put them so far away?
We got 5 of them. We got 5. There they are. Mug. See, you can tell the size. It's actually perfect size for me.
It's about an 8 ounce.
I don't drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably about an 8 ounce.
This is nice. I have not tried them. Well, I don't know if you can microwave them. What do you think?
I doubt it. I
Well,
don't
the
think they would.
80s.
Well, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't want to try it before we sell them because
No, you try it.
we got
after
one
you buy
extra.
it.
We got one.
do have one extra.
One extra mug. Maybe we could try it.
We'll see.
With that one.
Yeah.
This was made Jerry do the happy dance.
In Goodwill. I did a happy
in
dance
Goodwill. In Goodwill. And it's on one of the videos. We caught it. I caught it, I should say.
I was very excited.
These, we have a set of 6. These are amazing.
I just sold
Just
an ice
sold.
bucket from this company. Bops. Something Bops. It's a really weird name. It's not
There's
on
no
there.
name on
No,
it.
it's not on there. But they're Varco or something Bops. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, they're 50s. I had the bucket. It sold like that. And then I found these. Wouldn't that have been great to have these
Wouldn't it?
and the bucket at the same time?
But they're the typical.
So if you bought the bucket from us
50s
and you're
plastic
watching
tumblers.
this, we got them.
Yeah,
You
50s
need
plastic
these.
tumblers, and like I said,
Yeah. She bought them on eBay. Had
set
she,
of 6.
yeah. Had she bought them on Etsy, I could write her and tell her, look, I've got these to match your ice bucket. But eBay doesn't like for you to do that, apparently.
eBay or Etsy?
eBay
No,
doesn't
eBay.
like, she bought them on eBay. eBay doesn't like you to do that.
I bet I could
Very
find it.
nice,
I bet I
and
could find it. Anyway,
they're fun. Yeah. What else we got?
one of your little owls. You love your owls.
I do like owls.
This is a soapstone, I believe.
Yeah.
Soapstone owl. And
He's heavy.
it's got some writing on the back of it.
What did it say? I can't remember.
It
Can you
says-
read it?
Oh,
yeah.
Labbe.
Calgary, right?
Calgary, like as in Calgary, Canada, I think.
So it's an artist in Canada, but I don't think he's real well known. There were a few others online, but I didn't really find anything LinkedIn or Facebook or anything about him as an artist. So he just might be really good and not pursued going further with it. But it's neat and it's heavy and it's...
It is. Make a great paperweight.
The owls were such a big deal in the 70s.
Yeah.
Now, granted, this wasn't made in the 70s, but I remember a lot of my mom's friends collecting owls. There were owls everywhere. There were owls, yeah.
Let's do this little guy.
Yeah. Another one that I just picked up because it's cute.
So.
It's all on its own. But there's another one that goes with it that it was called, in my brain, Dreary Debbie or something. I don't know. And you turn her over and her apron says something different. That's what the other shaker is. And then this shaker is just the pink refrigerator. But
Has
to me,
little cat.
I shouldn't even say refrigerator. It's an ice chest.
Ice chest.
It's just fun decor.
It's a refrigerator.
Nothing fancy.
It's got a freezer on the top and a cooler on the bottom.
Oh, it can't be an ice chest.
No, an ice box wouldn't have 2 doors.
Wouldn't have 2 doors.
No.
See what I know? All right.
Next thing we have
Wow.
are some Crewel kits.
And every time I pick these up, he's like, "What are you doing?"
I know. Well, you know what? A couple of times before, when you bought them, when you picked them up, they weren't complete. They didn't have a pattern in them. They didn't have thread in them.
I made the mistake of buying some and trusting someone else to tell me that they were complete, and they had nothing in them except the cardboard picture in a bag. Ended up throwing those away.
Yeah.
But these are complete.
Yeah, they are. They've got the. You
This is my favorite one.
There's the pattern.
I might have to keep this.
No, you don't. There's the pattern. There's the thread. I don't think it ever came with
They've
needles.
never been opened. Sometimes they came with needles, but I don't know if these did.
This one says it's a 12 by 12 frame size.
This one's a 14 by 14 picture or pillow topper. I like this one because it doesn't look so old fashioned. It looks more like something you could use today with the birds and everything on it. So this one's cool. I'm into birds and cats.
Birds and cats.
This one says, "Dream of days still to come, for they are yours to do with what you will." I'd like that if I could just have days to do with what.
With what I will. And if you're into just flowers and
basket of flowers.
Basket of flowers. There you go. That's the one for you. So I don't know what this is. You'll have to talk about it.
Oh,
it's a bag full of
stuff. This is, and let's take them out and show them. They're scrapbooking embellishments. I had to think there a minute. They're embellishments. There are a few that have not been opened. Jolie's mostly. Christmas tree. Christmas stockings. What is that? Oh, Easter. A basket with a bunny. Some little clothespins. And there's a couple of new ones in here, I think. That might be all the new ones. And then there's some that still have most of it in here, but they have been opened. So they're not worth as much. Like there's more clothespins, and some of them are green. This one has a hamburger stuck to it. Anyway, yeah.
These are just stick-on, peel and stick
embellishments. Yeah. And like photo corners. Photo corners.
This one fell off.
Yeah, the hamburger probably, I don't know, did he go on the pizza thing?
That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, here's another one that wasn't open.
Probably came on this one.
And it's shopping bags, like gift bags. They're really cute. They got little tissue paper in them. So there's 4 in there. That's what they are. And they came with, they were in one of those grab bags at the Goodwill. And you gotta go through those, man. I'm telling you, it's a pain in the butt. Because you gotta dig through them, but you always come up with something. And with these were these pads of paper that are for teachers. Teaching is my superpower, and all different something you could give the teacher, okay? Some pads of paper. They actually came from Kirkland. They were $9 originally. So nice little gift, and it was in this bag of things, of embellishments, and so was that.
That wasn't.
This was. Well,
is it
when
over
I
here?
got the goodie
Oh,
bag,
okay.
it was in there. I just put it in a different bag because the other bag was
And this
torn.
is just a
Journal.
journal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's brand new. No writing in it. Darn it. Wish there would have been some writing. We could have shared some really good stuff with you guys. Anyway, that was in the bag too, I guess.
Blackmailed somebody.
That was in the
Look,
bag?
I've got your journal. Yeah.
Is that in the bag too?
It was. The journal, these, and the scrapbooking embellishments for $3.49 and 20% off that coupon. I like this.
This is a piece of fused glass, a little bowl.
Everybody
Very,
loves fused
very
glass.
colorful.
We don't have, fused glass sells. It sells, and because it's cool. This is really well done. Really, really
We don't
well
have a
done.
problem. We don't ever have a problem selling this stuff.
Yeah.
This
It's
is-
got a little bit of frosted glass in some sections and not frosted in the other. I've never seen that done before, but they did a really good job.
really high glaze, so you can see that.
Where did I get this? I can't remember. Either Value Village or Goodwill. And
One or the other, because that's the only two stores
that's
we
where
went
we
to this
went.
weekend.
Yeah. And
That's cool. That's really nice.
Yeah.
I like the different colors.
just
It's very colorful.
I did too.
Here's a Davar ginger jar.
Made in Japan.
It doesn't say made in Japan.
Oh, I thought it did.
Oh wait. Yes. No. It says Originals Japan. Originals Japan, whatever that is. But I'm afraid I'm going to drop that. I'm going to take this off because I'm afraid I'm going to drop
Okay.
it.
It's weird. It's got this extra little piece.
Yeah, it's got an extra little plastic cork in the top.
Which is great for putting your spices in,
Yeah.
I assume.
Or you could put powder in it and it would keep the powder from going all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe.
Well, there's no holes in it. That
Yeah.
would be convenient. But
Yeah.
So it's really pretty. It's, that blue and white kind of neat looking.
And there's absolutely no chips,
Nothing.
nothing on it.
I don't know much about ginger jars.
Also, no crazy.
I know I don't buy the ones that say not for food purposes, for decorative. I know that much, but I don't know a lot about ginger jars except I pick up what I like.
Just flowers.
Yeah, and so I
And
picked this one up.
decorative top around the rim.
Yeah, at Valley Village, I think. Yeah, which we'd never been there for resale, so
Careful with the lid.
that was kind of cool.
This one is really cool.
This is nice.
This is made of wood.
It's very lightweight.
It's lightweight.
Which is nice.
Yeah. And it's a platter, serving platter.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk about it. Go right ahead.
It's made in Italy. It's just pretty. I just picked it up because it's pretty. I can't remember what they call it. I know you guys probably know. It just leaves me. It just leaves me. But it's pretty. It's collectible. It's from Italy. So I bought it.
And we'll give it a home for a while.
Yeah.
Till it goes to its
Really
forever
pretty. I
home.
like it a lot. Yeah.
This is a very unusual little vase.
This is cool. This one broke my back and then made me happy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It has this clear top.
Yeah.
It has the inverted thumbprint. It's pinched here and a pretty rough pontil. That rough pontil really threw me off. So here it is. I'm looking at the rough pontil and thinking, this got to be Blanco. It's got to be Blanco. It's got to be Blanco. So I'm looking all over the place. I asked my Blanco group. And
Did they ignore you?
They ignored me. I have been blackballed from some vintage glass people because I'm not snobby enough. I don't know. Anyway.
You're really going to be blackballed now.
So I asked my wonderful Niche to Profit group, Danni with the Niche Lady. She's fantastic. And that group, if you're not part of that Facebook group, get on there because it's the best. Anyway, one of the ladies, and I'm sorry I can't remember your name, sent me one that was red. Looked just like this. Her pontil wasn't as rough as this one, but it's Fenton. It's Fenton.
Fenton?
No, Lefton. It's Lefton, which threw me even further because Lefton, I always think Lefton porcelain. When I think Lefton, I think porcelain. Well, this is glass.
Yeah, it is definitely glass.
Yeah. So
it's really cool.
Hers had the sticker still on it. And at the same time that this lady on this great Facebook group sent me hers, my daughter said, hey, I have one of those. And she sent me a picture of hers, which was red. And it also had the Lefton sticker on it.
So that's 2 red ones, and we have an amber one, so maybe the amber one's worth more money.
Is it amber or tangerine?
I don't know. What's the difference? They're both orange.
Anyway.
That's like saying, is it purple or is it violet?
Anyway, it's gorgeous, really gorgeous, and it's Lefton, turns out.
These are
You
cool.
had trouble with these before.
I know.
We had one of these.
We had
with
one
a
of these.
plate. Remember?
Yeah,
I'm not going to jog his memory. We had a plate. It was made by the same people.
Don't.
Okay, Wedgwood. It's Wedgwood.
That's it. I knew as soon as you said it, I go, oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, Wedgwood.
It says on the bottom of it, oh, if I looked at this one says it really clear.
It does.
Wedgwood.
But I wasn't going to give you that.
But I don't know if you can see it, but they do say it is Wedgwood. They are. I mean, and you guys probably know just by looking at it, like Jerry. Oh, that's Wedgwood, because she picked them off the shelf.
Well, Wedgwood is just one of those
the minute she picked them
jasperware.
off the shelf, she goes,
This is
oh,
jasperware.
These are Wedgwood.
Well, they're Wedgwood, but this is their jasperware.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. It's so easy to identify. Like, I wish they were all this easy.
For some. This one kind of threw me. She picked it up. Jerry picked it up off the shelf, and I thought, I said, "Oh man, that's really cool." And then she handed it to me and went, "Hey, that's metal."
Metal.
I sure thought it was porcelain or glass, but turns out it's metal.
I like it.
And it's from Turkey or no, India. From
India, but it's not brass, which is like you always see the brass from India.
Yeah.
But I don't think this is brass. But it has a really neat. I think this patina is applied. It's an applied patina.
Oh, it is. It is applied. I mean,
but I love it.
But you know what?
I
used to work for a company that sold sandpaper, and they did a lot of couple of the companies that I did. They did a lot of couple of the companies that I sold to. They did a lot of this type of work, and they naturally put this patina on it by using acids and different colored, putting color in the acids, and then just wetting it down and setting it out in the sun so it would get a little rusty texture to it. And it would take them sometimes as much as a month of going out and doing it every day and just letting it sit in the sun. But it would come out looking like this.
I bet that's what they did in India.
Probably did in India because...
I read somewhere online that these might have been made for anthropology.
Yeah.
So if you know if it was made for anthropology, let me know, because there's no anthropology sticker on it. But I like it. It's pretty. It's so decorative, and I would have it in my house.
This is a cute little goose. I saw him on the shelf,
and he or duck?
I think it's a goose.
Because I don't know the difference. You should know the difference.
Well, it could be a duck, I guess. But it's Mexico. It's made in Mexico.
It's cool. It's a bird.
It's got a Mexico. It's definitely either a duck or a goose. Okay. And he sits on the shelf, and his little head
I like him
looks
a lot.
over the edge of the shelf.
Sometimes I just look at these things and I'm like, am I going to sell that?
He was laying on the shelf like this,
everything.
and I thought, that's kind of odd looking. Why is he, and then I turned him over and I went, oh, look, he sits on the shelf.
I love him. Can you imagine setting him on a stack of books, or if your books are upright, just putting him up on the top where he's looking down at the titles? That would be cool.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
But yeah, he's
very cute.
from Mexico. There's a Mexico Mexico, and it's got the author or the artist's signature on it.
I might take pictures of him that way.
Yeah.
With him looking down.
I think he's really cool.
I do too. I like him a lot.
Kind of neat.
I've run across a lot of this Mexico pottery like this. That's one of the best ones I think I've come across.
Well,
no, you came across.
In Phoenix, we're pretty close to Mexico.
We do see a lot of
Mexican pottery here.
So we gotta, he's cool. He's very cool.
This guy, Here, let me hold him up a little higher so you can see. Little teapot. It's like maybe a teapot for 1 cup. You know what I'm saying? 1 cup of tea.
Yeah.
Because he's tiny. But he's really cool.
Yeah.
Probably more for decoration than use.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe originally for use. I don't know. He's cold painted. So he's kind of, his whole hair is kind of coming off, I think. But it looks good because it looks like he's had some highlights put in his beard and his hair. You know, little highlights going on. Yeah. Made in Japan. I don't remember who the maker, RW or something like that, but made in Japan.
This one.
He's going to show this one. Get ready for it. Don't make this mistake.
This was my big boo-boo. This is what not to do. Okay.
What not to do.
I looked this up while we were in the store. She said, well, look it up and see what it got. Well, see what it is. Well, I found another one. It's a bourbon decanter. I think it says right on here.
It says Beam.
Bean's Choice, which
as in Jim Beam, right?
As in Jim Beam, yes. The world's finest bourbon. Okay.
I don't like bourbon, so I wouldn't know.
So anyway, I looked it up. I found another one that was similar to the design, a little different in color, but it didn't have this, but it did have
the windmill?
No, it wasn't even a windmill, but it did have a logo or something on the front of it, whatever I want to say. But this one I thought was kind of cool because it also has on the back, it has a embossed windmill on the back of it. And this one has 2 ships on the front. But
it is cool.
We paid, I think, $5 for it. I'm not going to beat myself up too bad. But what I thought was worth $95, it's like worth $5. So, yeah. Don't do that. Make sure.
Yes.
Before you leave the store. He
didn't look at the solds and he didn't find the exact same thing.
Yes.
And it happens.
And
you know, we've all learned from our mistakes and we keep learning. We keep learning. We've been at this for 3 years and we keep learning.
I know better than to look just at what people are listing it for because they could list it for $1 million, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to get $1 million.
It could be worth $2.
It could be listed for $1 million and worth $2. So, you know.
This is a fun one.
This is really cool.
This. Okay, so go ahead, man. You know the stuff. Well, obviously it's a stitched clock. And at one point in life, in some era, and I'm guessing before the 50s, right? You think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this was stitched. And when we picked it up, it's beautiful. Somebody did a really good job, but there was no clock. There was no clock here. It had been pulled out. It's a shadow box, so this opens up. Yeah, this opens up so you can kind of, set the hands or whatever you want to do there, which, I mean, that's neat, right? I love that. This box, the shadow box, has the slotted screws in it, not Phillips head. So I'm pretty sure that will tell us.
I did find an article online where 2 of these exact clocks back in 1976 showed up at a museum. 2 different ladies had them. They were both in this same style of a case. They were both the exact same stitchery, and on the back of the stitchery it has a pattern number, which is how I found what it was online. And the title of the article was "The Tale of 2 Clocks," and both of the ladies said that, and this was back in the 70s. I think it was 1977 when it was published, and they said their clocks belonged to their grandmothers. So if they looked to be probably in their late 30s. They belonged to their grandmothers. Their grandmothers were probably 70s.
I thought they looked older than that, but okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is probably from the maybe 30s or 40s. Would be my guess.
It might be.
But anyway.
But the box itself, I don't know.
And one thing that I tried to find a clock mechanism to date, but
right, electric, because if you look down here
at the bottom,
this
There's a
little notch right
there's a
here.
little notch right
This
there.
had an electric
This
mechanism
had
with
a
a
cord
cord.
coming out of the bottom of it. So it would hang on the
And
wall.
clocks,
And the cord would come down.
well, clocks changed to battery. It was started happening in about the 60s.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just bought just so we could have it. You could convert it if you wanted
Convert
to.
it to
so
original
that it-
electric,
just
but
so that it
we
would
did
tell time.
Tim did, because he's the fix-it guy.
I put a little.
He put a
clock
battery
mechanism in it.
clock.
Battery operated clock mechanism. in
So
it.
at least it's clock.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. She did a really good job, and being in the shadow box, it's very exciting.
Next,
Next.
couple of very, very
Lovely ladies.
very lovely ladies.
They're Goebel. They're
They are
Goebel.
Goebel.
They were made in the 80s. I think there's a set of 4, and here's 2 of them. This one's the Victorian. I can't remember what she's called, but I like her better. And she's actually worth more than this one. She's worth a pretty good amount of money. She's worth
1984. It says on the
Yeah, 1984. Okay. She's got some value to her. The Victorian one doesn't. I don't know why. Because this one's also 1984.
Yeah, it says
This one's
this one says Series 2 of
Series
4.
1 of 4. So there's 1 and 2. And there's 2 more.
Yeah.
But people collect them Goebel. It said of West Germany. Obviously in 84, it was still West Germany. So, and Goebel's a really good maker of fine.
No chips,
Porcelain.
no flaws.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom in on these little ladies off.
She looks a little bit more like the 80s. This one's called the Victorian girl, and that kind of is obvious, you know. But people collect them, and the price was right. I know they're kind of just collector's things, and I usually don't go for the Goebel figurines because a lot of people don't like them. But for the price, it was worth hanging on to them. If nobody wants them, I'm okay with that.
They're right at 9 inches tall.
Yeah.
And
nice.
you know, the only Goebels I've ever seen, of course, I've not
kids.
seen a lot. They're
Yeah.
usually just little bitty statues of kids. But
Yeah.
these are kind of cool.
They're
These
the
are really
older.
cool.
Yeah, these are neat.
Except that Goebel nativity.
She's
scene
kind
that
of
we
got
sold.
some iridescence in her dress.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
I like her better than this one. That's why she's more
That's kind of cool.
collectible, I think.
You gonna sit over there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What else we got? There's something in Mexico. Hecco in Mexico. Made in Mexico, right? Right? You know Spanish better than I do.
Echo in Mexico.
In Mexico.
Kitty cat.
He's very vibrant. He has lots of vibrant, pretty colors. And that's unusual to find one so brightly colored. So we picked him up just because
Colorful.
he's colorful.
He's Mexico.
He reminds me of the hippie days with the oranges and greens and the flower power.
I heard a good little one-liner joke the other day.
Okay.
You know what you call a hippie's wife?
No.
Mrs. Hippie.
Oh my God, there's his grandpa dad joke.
Okay, this is the last item other than those other cups that we have.
Now you know why I drink wine.
Hey. We've been coming across a lot of ironwood lately, haven't we?
We have, yeah. And
This
I like
is
him. He's a turtle.
Ironwood tortoise, actually.
How do you know what's the difference?
Tortoises don't live in the water.
Oh,
And the shape of his shell, he's such a high-shaped shell.
oh, really?
This guy would be a tortoise, not
Tortoise.
a turtle.
He's a tortoise.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
know. I don't
nicely
know where it's
carved.
made. Very nicely carved.
It doesn't
Very,
say where he's made, but he's
you know what?
he's
When
fun
we-
decor.
Yeah, and we about, I don't know, 15, 18 years ago, we took a cruise down in Mexico, and man, there was a ton of this stuff down there. So this might have come from Mexico.
I bought an elephant with no tusks.
Yeah, she had.
We won't go there.
We won't go
We
there.
won't go there.
We won't go there. I will just say this. Right before we went and to the shop and bought the elephant with tusks, without tusks. We were in a restaurant where the waiter brought out, is that right, waiter or server, whatever you want to call him anyway. He brought out 4 drinks 2 of them were balanced on his head. These are margarita glasses. He had 2 in each, 1 in each hand, and 2 on his head. And he comes walking out, and he puts them down, and he didn't spill a drop. Not a drop.
It was cool.
So yeah,
and
we had
our
to see
friend,
that. We had to see that
our
look
friend
3 or 4 times.
/ cousin Henry, you know who you are. He said, "Let's go on a sailor's excursion."
Yeah,
which means hit.
It means
every
get off the
bar.
ship. Get off the ship and go around the cove and hit every bar.
So then after that, we hit shopping, and I bought an elephant without tusks.
Yes, she did.
Probably.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This guy.
He's ironwood.
Definitely ironwood.
I don't think he's from Mexico, though. We
Okay,
just went to the
whatever.
whole Mexico thing, and I don't think he's from Mexico.
Whatever.
He's
I
cool.
think he is. I'm going to say he is.
All right, we're going to say he's from Mexico, but
Okay.
it doesn't say that.
It doesn't say Mexico on it. But
No,
neither
because
did
it
those
still
2.
says Goodwill.
Well, yeah.
Or
Neither did those 2
yeah.
lions that we bought either in Mexico. They were just very nicely carved lions. Anyway. Very heavy. Nice little decoration if you're into turtles.
Yeah.
Tortoises, I should say. Not turtles, but tortoises. So,
Tortoise, turtle.
Turtle
What
and
difference
tortoise.
does it make?
so that's it.
Are we done?
We're done.
We're done.
That's the last of it. Hey, we really enjoyed it.
Yes.
And
we had fun.
We hope maybe you might have learned a little bit from us.
And we hope we learned something from you, because I know you're going to tell us stuff.
I'm sure you will.
Thank you for watching us.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up.
Subscribe.
And
Watch.
we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
Might be a shopping video. Might be another haul. I don't
You
know.
never know.
We'll
with
find
us.
out. All right. Have a good time, y'all.
Bye.
See you later.